Hey, it's Tim Miller with the Bulwark. John Fetterman has been a one-man wrecking crew, absolutely owning the far-left pro-Hamas protesters, corrupt Democrats in his own party, and of course, lame Republicans. Dude is on a hot streak and clearly is on the mend from the stroke that he had suffered last year. I want to go through his highlight reel with you guys really quick because, I just have to be honest. I didn't think I was going to be the biggest Fetterman fan. He was fine with me. I just always thought he was going to be a little bit too far to my left. I preferred the clean-cut, white bread, center-left Connor Lamb in his primary. Fetterman crushed Lamb. Shows you, how my tastes align with the Pennsylvania Democratic primary electorate. But maybe I was wrong about Fetterman. Here is what he's been up to lately. I want to start with the way he has been steadfast in just stiff-arming the far-left, Hamas-sympathizing protesters that have been coming after him for not being more amenable to a ceasefire that might help Hamas kind of regain itself while they still hold hundreds of hostages. So first, here's Fetterman's statement. We must support Israel in their efforts to eliminate Hamas terrorists who slaughtered innocent men, women, and children. Hamas does not want peace. They want to destroy Israel. We can talk about a ceasefire after Hamas is neutralized. Bam! That is an amazing statement. Right on. Totally agree with Senator Fetterman on this. As a result, he had far-left protesters outside his office. And, as you can see here in this picture, these guys even have a kind of a papier-mâché Fetterman with silent on genocide standing outside his office. You would think that some Democrats might, start to become a little bit more nuanced or might start to throw a bone to the protesters, figuring that they don't want to get in trouble with activists that are ostensibly in their own coalition. Not Fetterman. Here's what he did. After there had been stories of these groups of protesters tearing down flyers depicting the hostages, Fetterman plastered his office in hostage photos. And he sent out another tweet. They will stay up until every single person is returned safely home, with a video of all of the hostage posters in his office. Good on you, John Fetterman. Not getting bullied by the mob into saying that we should stand down while these hostages are still in the grips of a terrorist death cult. No. We need to figure out how to get the hostages back. It doesn't necessarily mean agreeing with every single Israel policy, of course. Fetterman doesn't. But it's about the primacy of dealing with the people that were targeted, that family members were killed, some of them raped, by these terrorists and that are still at large. Okay, one more on this issue. His Democratic colleague in the Congress, Rashida Tlaib, had blamed that attack on a hospital in Gaza on Israel. It turned out to be from a friendly fire, I guess, a missile coming from inside of Gaza, so from Hamas that actually had struck the hospital. Here's Fetterman. It's truly disturbing that members of Congress rush to blame Israel for the hospital tragedy in Gaza. Who would take the word of a group that just massacred innocent Israeli civilians over our key ally? Again, perfect statement, perfect comment, right on the facts. He could have been silent. He could have been scared that people are going to reply to his tweets and be mean to him about it. But no, he's just out there speaking truth. One more friendly fire, if you will, within the Democratic coalition. His Senate colleague, Bob Menendez, has been credibly accused of serious charges of corruption related to foreign money coming from Egypt and other issues. Fetterman recently gets into an altercation with him on an escalator, during which he looks at Menendez and says, Tuesday would be a great day to resign. So not just calling for his colleague to resign.
If he has something to say, it's like, he's resigning. That's the only honorable exit. And he's got to go. He's got to go. I can't imagine, how he could possibly explain any of that kind of a thing.
Are there any questions he could answer for you? Any questions you might want to ask him?
Well, yeah, why haven't you resigned already?
But actually confronting him in person and saying, bro, get out of here. Okay, this is not what the Democratic Party is about. I mean, Fetterman is like the Undertaker right now, just doing tombstone pile drivers on people on his own team who are getting out of line. It's just unbelievable. But obviously Fetterman's also good at trolling the right. This one I really liked in particular. Here's the likely Republican nominee for the other Senate seat. Dave McCormick is this hedge fund guy from Connecticut who I guess grew up in Pennsylvania and is now coming back to Pennsylvania to run for Senate, not against Fetterman, but against Bob Casey, the other Democratic incumbent. Here's this video of McCormick on a podcast with these douchey Republican bros talking about a local beer.
Thought you guys needed to be introduced to Yangling.
Yeah.
Yangling beer.
Yangling. Well, if McCormick was actually from Pennsylvania, he would have known that this beer is pronounced Yingling. Many people had it. I had it a lot in college myself, as there were a lot of Pennsylvanians that went to the George Washington University. Fetterman takes this opportunity to dunk on McCormick again with this. Dave just bought a six-pack of Yangling at Wegner's, taking a throwback shout-out to a gaffe that Dr. Oz had made.
Thought I'd do some grocery shopping. I'm at Wegner's.
I mean, dude is just calling everybody out. He's calling his shots. And, he has had this reputation, this parody of him that has been put forth by the right. The fact that this guy is this far left liberal who's a puppet for the progressives, this guy that's too stupid to talk and isn't deserving of being in the Senate. Turns out he is quick as a whip. He is a man of his convictions. He's willing to take on people on his own side. Good on John Fetterman. He's the Paul of the week. He's been crushing it, and we're going to be keeping an eye on this guy. Come back here for more from Buddies at the Bulwark, where we give you the straight dope on the candidates, who's saying the right things, who's saying the wrong things, who's up, who's down. You can always get your political coverage for the Bulwark. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube feed. Sign up for our newsletters. We'll see you soon. Peace. Hey, if you like this video and our content, I'd love for you to become a Bulwark Plus member. You get bonus podcasts, you get bonus newsletters, you get bonus takes from me that maybe don't come up on the YouTube feed. You can try it out for free at thebulwark.com/free trial. The link is below in the description. We'd love to have you as a member of our community. We have great commenters and great opportunities for people who want to protect democracy.